Hey guys, just Tanya here, founder of the T&G Designs Group Limited. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome back to my channel. More importantly, it's great to see you here, great to have you here. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to work out your brand structure. Okay, so you would have seen in my other videos either dealing with, we would have broken down the idea of logo and what the idea of brand actually means and the fundamentals of those things. And you would have heard me speaking about figuring out what your objective is. Now, this is one of the reasons why we do that, is basically to be able to make sure that we can actually break things down to actually figure out what that brand structure is. So again, as I always say to you, you've got to run ahead a few years down the line within your business. And where do you actually see it? Do you see other businesses coming from it? If you do, then excellent, keep watching this video. Even if you don't, still keep watching this video, because you're going to be learning a few little tricks to actually make you understand just how you can actually develop and keep pushing forwards within your business. Because that's what we want to do. We want to grow. And that's the main fundamental of most businesses, I would hope. So here we go. Let's jump straight into it. Okay, so here we go. So the first brand structure we actually want to talk about is the idea of the branded house and what that actually means, or what that actually looks like. So think about when we look at brands such as FedEx. FedEx has so many different little elements that come and fall within underneath its brand structure, branded house, if you like. And they, within their businesses, each of those different departments, if you like, or subsections of their business, that's what I like to call them. Within each of those subsections, what makes them different when we look at the logo, for example, is literally the differentiation between the name of that subsection and then obviously the color that also relates to it. Because when we use color in that kind of a way, it's a great little indicator or a great little tool that just helps to differentiate things even further. So something to think about. The second brand structure that we want to look at is the idea of the freestanding brand. And when we think about the idea of the freestanding brand, we look at the idea of P&G. So if you know P&G, that particular brand has got so many different brands or businesses under its umbrella, and the outcomes are all slightly different with what P&G sort of stands for. So we have things like Always, Gillette, Crest, Pampers, Bounty, all that kind of stuff is under the P&G umbrella. But equally, all those little elements, all those brands or businesses, if you like, have their own standalone brands. So when there's a standalone brand underneath the main umbrella of the brand, that's when we look at the idea of a freestanding brand. It's free. Think about that. Okay, so the third brand structure is looking at the idea of the hybrid brand. Now, typically, this example falls under the idea of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, that brand that we all love. Well, maybe some people love it, some people don't love it. That's your decision. But particularly within that brand, when we look at the whole idea of that structure, obviously we all know the typical red and the swoosh, or the signature, if you like, of Coca-Cola as well. That is the main umbrella brand. Then what does fall from it are its subsections now, or sub-brands, if you like, or sub-businesses. So we have Fanta, we have Sprite, but then equally we also have Coke Zero and Diet Coke as well. Now Diet Coke and Coke Zero, we know, still falls quite closely to the Coca-Cola brand, but equally they still look the same. They still have the same characteristics, the same kind of swoosh that follows all the way through, the same kind of signature that also follows all the way through. But when we look at Sprite and Fanta, for example, they have their own standalone brands. They have their own standalone logos. So that's something to think about. When it's hybrid, it means that it's something that's a little different. Okay, so finally we've got the fourth brand structure, which is the endorsed version of the brand structure. So with this endorsed section of the brand structure, this is when we look at the idea of Virgin, for example. Now with Virgin has the typical Virgin signature. Everybody has their own signature. Virgin has their typical V, and then obviously Virgin written in a specific kind of a way. So when you think about Virgin Active, Virgin Trains, Virgin Galactic, or even Virgin Wines, they all have the Virgin signature going throughout each of their subsection logos, or the sub-brand logos, for example. So there we have it. We've got the four brand structures right there. You've got the branded house, the hybrid, the endorsed, or even the freestanding brand. So have a think which one you could actually be, and let me know in the comment section below. And before you go, make sure you go ahead and download this great little guide that I have for you. absolutely free, but it's there for you to just take in as much information as you possibly can, so that you can keep growing your business in the best possible way. It is there to help boost your brand. So make sure you go ahead and give me a little comment below, give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.